Oh yeah, we back at it. We got another video. We got another video, y'all. I'm about to go ahead and start banging these out real quick. We talking about the Sacramento Kings. My Sacramento Kings. I live in Atlanta now. Some people think I'm a bandwagon Hawks fan, which may be true a little bit, just a little bit. But at the end of the day, the Sacramento Kings is always going to be my number one team, y'all. And I'm okay with what we did this offseason. I'm not going to lie. You know, we got a lot of people kind of killing us a little bit from our draft decisions that we made to some of the free agency decisions that we made to still keeping Luke Walton as the head coach. But I think the Kings did good. I think they did all right, y'all. So let's go ahead and talk about the free agency moves, first of all, which really wasn't nothing big. We brought back a decent amount of our players from last year, kind of some low-key signings. But I like the fact that we picked Mo Harkless back up. I thought that was a nice addition for us. I'm actually a Mo Harkless fan. I loved him back from his St. John's days. I loved him when he was with Portland, even earlier in his career when he was with Orlando, New York as well. So I'm a big fan of Mo Harkless. I like what he can do. He's a I don't really want to call Mo a 3-and-D guy. He's not really that good of a shooter to be considered a 3-and-D guy, even though he can hit the occasional three. But I like Mo because he could guard the 3, he can guard the 4. Maybe even depending on the lineup, you might be able to throw him at small ball 5. So I'm okay with having him in the rotation. This is a team that desperately needs defensive players, as I believe we had the worst defense in the league last year, if I'm not mistaken. So we desperately needed that. I'm okay with that pickup. I'm okay with us bringing back Terrence Davis. Now, unless you've been watching a lot of Toronto Raptors games in the past or watching Sacramento Kings games last season, then you know Terrence Davis is a bucket. If there's one thing that boy is going to do when he gets in the game, he's going to shoot the ball. That boy is going to shoot. But I like what Terrence Davis brings to the table. I like what he brings for the second unit. This is a second unit that needs scoring. A lot of times we lack knowing where that playmaker guy or that scorer is going to come from. And I think he definitely brings something that we need. So I like the Terrence Davis signing a lot. Who else did we pick up? Alex Len. I like the fact that we brought Alex Len back. I thought that he was a huge rim protector from us. We had him a couple of years back, kind of swapped him out for Whiteside, and that didn't really work out too well. And I like the Alex Len pickup because this is a guy who doesn't really need the ball like that. He's going to set hard screens. He's going to block shots and get his putbacks. You can go ahead and play him 15 minutes, and he's going to get the job done in the time he's in the game. So I'm okay with that signing. We got my boy Tristan Kardashian on the team, y'all. We got Tristan here, and that's kind of a shaky one. I'm not too sure what to think of the Tristan move. I know he's on the last year of his deal, and I think it's only $9 million, if I'm not mistaken. So it's going to be interesting to see, you know, does Tristan stay on this team? Is he going to go ahead and get moved out before the season starts? I just can't see him in a Kings uniform, so I don't know. It could be one of those things where he's on the team, but he's really not getting run like that. I just don't really know what to think of Tristan. Other than that, I don't think there was many free agency moves that I'm missing out on. Besides that, another big rumor that happened, we were thinking Buddy Hield was going to get moved for Kyle Kuzma and KCP, I believe it was. Or no, was it Kyle Kuzma and Montrez? I think it might have been Kyle Kuzma and Montrez, which I would have loved as a Kings fan. I just said in my previous post video about the Lakers. I like that trade. I like that trade. I think Buddy Hield desperately needs a new place to play basketball. I think Buddy Hield is a really good basketball player. He's obviously one of the best three-point shooters in the game today. I was going to say all-time, which low-key he might be all-time. At least in the past 10 years, you can say. Buddy Hield is right up there with some of the best three-point shooters out there. That boy can shoot with the best of them. IQ isn't always there. Defense is kind of suspect, and he kind of strikes me as a guy who just wants his stats. But you put Buddy Hield on a contending team, maybe like the Lakers or the 76ers or some of these other teams, and that boy, he can get a bucket for y'all. So I think Buddy Hield does need to get moved. It just doesn't seem like it's going to fit with him and this team. Honestly, you know, since Luke Walton took over, Buddy's numbers have dropped. Excuse me. He doesn't even shoot the ball as well from 3 as he did previously. He hasn't really shown much growth either on the offensive end as far as him slashing to the rim the way I would have liked him. It's just too much turmoil there. So I'm kind of hoping that Buddy Hield can get a new change of scenery, a new place pretty soon, and hopefully we can get a decent return back on that. Obviously, we have the Marvin Bagley situation as well. Kind of the same thing. Marvin just hasn't worked out under Luke Walton the way people would have hoped he would have. You know, his camp always seems to be requesting a trade or wanting to get out of Sacramento, and I just think that he needs a new start. One of the things that was funny last year, I remember we were in the rumor report for trying to pick up Sadiq Bey from the Pistons, and the Pistons weren't even trying to trade Sadiq Bey for Marvin Bagley. So I think that kind of says a lot about Bagley's value. It's not that high right now. I think he still has all the qualities to be a 20-10 big man in this league, but it's not happening just yet. Right now, it's kind of the same situation as Buddy. Kind of strikes me as just a stats type of guy. But I think in a different team, in the right system, I think he can definitely thrive. Richaun Holmes, I didn't even mention. We did resign Richaun Holmes, which is a huge pickup for us on a very, very team-friendly deal as well. I think he's the ideal 5 that we want for sure. Tyrese Halliburton, obviously, I think that he's going to take the next step. It's going to be interesting to see with having Buddy there. You know, does Buddy start? Does Halliburton start? What are we going to do as far as that goes? And then we have to factor in the rookie signing that we picked up. I'm sorry, not rookie signing, but rookie signing, whatever you want to call it. We picked up Davion Mitchell. And that was something that I was kind of suspect on. I was like, why are we picking up Davion Mitchell? Did we really need another guard? And if we did need another guard, why wouldn't we go at James Book Knight, who is still available? But everything I've seen in Summer League so far lets me know, Davion Mitchell, he looking like he's that good. So it's going to be interesting to see, how that three-guarded lineup works, with having Mitchell and Fox and Halliburton. That's 3 kind of smaller players, especially putting Fox at the 2. I believe he's only 6'3". And Halliburton, I want to say, is 6'5". And they're saying he put on some muscle. So maybe it's going to work out pretty well from that standpoint. But I'm interested to see. Either way, Mitchell, I think, being a part of that second unit with the Terrence Davises, with the Mo Harklesses, so on and so forth, I think is going to be big for us. So I like that as well. So overall with this team, I don't have any issues with this offseason. I would probably give the Kings a B-, obviously. Maybe that's just me being a little biased as a fan. But I don't think that they did anything to ruin this team. I think that they're actually trying to follow the timeline. I think Monte McNair is doing some good things as the general manager, not forcing anything or not saying, hey, this team needs to be in the playoffs this year. Let's go ahead and just throw a whole bunch of money or make some crazy trades for all these guys. So I'm interested to see, how can this team develop. It is really unfortunate, that the core won't be together as far as the Bagleys, Fox, Halliburton, Mitchell, Buddy Hield. Like, on paper, that sounds legit. Like, that sounds like a squad who would be doing work, but chemistry-wise together, it just all doesn't come together. But overall, I'm excited for the Sacramento Kings team. I don't see them making the playoffs. I see them probably finishing around the 11th seed again this year, maybe 10 seed, get into the play-in tournament if they can actually be consistent and not go on these 5, 6, 7, 8 game losing streaks at a time, followed by winning 5 in a row, but then losing 5 in a row. It's just, this team is just up and down more than me. And I'm a Cancer and I'm a light skin, so you know how we be. We bipolar with the best of them. And this team is more bipolar than I am, y'all. But I'm interested to see, how this team looks. Let me know down in the comments below, what do you guys think of this Kings team? Do you think that this is a team that is on the rise, is doing some things just right? Or is this a team that's looking like they might go on another 5, 6, 7 year drought before making the playoffs again? So let me know down in the comments below. Make sure you guys leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment if you're new. I got all that mixed up and I don't even care. It's a YouTube video and I'm putting it out, bro. It is what it is. Until next time, it's Alex. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.